Bayou Time Sports is brought to you by Terrebonne General Health System Community Sports Institute in conjunction with Barker Honda and Barker Kia.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Bayou Time Sports. I'm Stan Gravois. The season has mercifully come to an end for the LSU Tigers in football. They went out to the Texas Bowl, played at NRG over in the Houston area, and took on Houston, as this bowl traditionally matches up an SEC opponent against a Big 12 opponent. Things didn't go so well for the Tigers, although it started really well. Let's get out to the highlights of that game.
Things started well for the Tigers. Berrien Brown takes in the opening kickoff, hauls it 99 yards for a touchdown. LSU takes the early lead in this one 7-0 after the extra point. And things actually got even better for the Tigers. Next offensive series, Michael Van Buren hits Trez Green for a 22-yard touchdown pass. LSU up 14-0 in the first quarter. But Houston wouldn't go away. Connor Wegman throws this out to Amar Thomas. He makes a nice run to get into the end zone. Score now 14-7, LSU in the lead. Then on the next offensive series for Houston, Connor Wegman again to Amari Thomas. This one for a 5-yard touchdown. After the extra point, we're tied up at 14-14 in the first quarter. Houston goes on to take the lead at the start of the second quarter. Connor Wegman to Tanner Koziel, good tight end who's going to be playing in NFL. This one for 7 yards. The Cougars in front, 21-14. LSU comes right back. Van Buren to Trez Green. What a terrific catch. I don't know if Trez Green can block, but he sure can catch it. 4-yard touchdown, 21-21. Still in the first half, Connor Wegman throws this 2-yard touchdown pass to Travell Frederick. Frederick is a product of Jeanerette High School. What a thrill for that kid to be scoring against our home state university. Score at this point, Houston 28-21 over LSU. But Van Buren comes right back with this nice pass to Kyle Parker in the back of the end zone for 6 yards. Score is now tied 28-28. Houston tacks on this field goal, which, a little foreshadowing, is the difference in the game. And then Dean Connors, this nice 20-yard run, makes a score 38-28 Cougars. LSU scores late on this 3-yard run by Xavier Thomas, but they cannot get the onside kick. Houston runs out the clock, and the Cougars come away with the win in the Texas Bowl. Final score 38-35. Tough ending of the year for LSU. They finish at 7-6 on the year. The Cougars actually win the 10-win mark. Interim coach Frank Wilson talks a little bit about the Tigers' effort after the game.
I said to our football team, this moment will make you a better man. It'll make you a better husband. And I know you don't want to hear that right now. But you got to stand tall. You got to hold your chin up high. You have to give credit to that opponent that you played against. You know, it's a team that's now won 10 ball games in this season, and we knew they were a quality football team. But I'm proud of our football team, and I'm proud of the way they competed to the best of their ability in the midst of where we're at in our current state. You have 3 All-Americans, right? A safety, a corner, and a linebacker. Plus another one in Whit Weeks, and plus another one who's a very good player, Wes Weeks, and Harold Perkins, Whit Weeks, Mansour Delane, A.J. Halsey. I mean, that's a big blow to our football team. It's not an excuse. It's just the reality. It's the reality of who we are. And so you recruit a student athlete, you develop them, and we're charged with developing them, all right, and getting them to a point of having the ability to play. But those guys are just names we'll play on Sundays. And some of them will hear their names called early on. And I commend them, and I respect and understand the decision that they have made for themselves. And so we didn't cry about it. We didn't wince about it. We didn't make an issue about it. We just got the next guy ready to go play. And we trained them to the best of our ability. And they went out and they competed to the best of their ability. And for that, I am proud of them. But certainly there's a gap there from those guys who have opted out and those guys were not here. Yeah, very proud to get this team to the finish line. And you know, when we were in the midst of the transition, and they asked about coaching in this game, I said to an administrator, yeah, I'm gonna finish with my boys. I'll burn this building down if you don't let me finish. I'm gonna finish with my boys, because the love is unconditional. You know, so they go out and they compete today, and we finish second against a quality opponent.
To the best of their ability. That was the message from Frank Wilson. Unfortunately, the Tigers finish at 7-5 on the year. Not the sort of year we expected from LSU this year. Now it's the Lane train. Things are moving on. Of course, if you saw that game on Saturday night, you saw that Lane Kiffin was actually in attendance. Didn't stay for the whole thing. I think he got on the line and was making some portal acquisitions as the game was being played on. Nonetheless, unfortunately for the Tigers, a 3-point loss to Houston. The entire offensive line has gone into the portal. So we're going to see what it's like next year. It ought to be really interesting as we get into 2026 with LSU football. Got to take a break. We'll be back after this timeout.
This segment was brought to you by Terrebonne General Health System Community Sports Institute in conjunction with Barker Honda and Barker Kia.